What is going on, everyone? It's your boy B, Skeletor BSK, coming at you from the Style of Gaming. Curious if Remedy's new sci-fi entry is for you? Heard about some of the technical issues and are weary? Whatever reason you're here, this is Should You Buy in 5, Control. Control released Tuesday, August 26th for PC, PS4, and Xbox One with critical acclaim. As a new entry from timeless developer Remedy Entertainment, there is a lot of expectations and desires sought from fans anticipating this massive title. I'd say for the most part, Control delivered on its expectations. Following a mysterious woman named Jesse Faden, our main character has entered the Federal Bureau of Control, a bureau that's true objectives are locked away from the public eye. Under the guise of applying for a janitor's assistant position, Jesse reveals to the audience that she is here for the job as a means of access to discover the mystery of her brother Dylan, who was taken by the Bureau 17 years ago. We quickly discover things are not what they seem as Jesse abruptly assumes the role of director of the Bureau. Speaking and interacting with an ethereal energy inside of her, Jesse begins cleansing another rampant energy she declares the Hiss. The Bureau is loaded with what the game coins as objects of power and altered items which function both narratively as well as how Jesse expands her arsenal of capabilities. The depth of the story is shrouded in mystery, and following the linear narrative of Jesse will do little to actually inform you on what has happened, even at the end. Similar to Remedy's previous work, the robust nature of the unfolding mystery is connected through the in-game lore found in the expansive and sprawling environment. From redacted documents, FBC procedures, training, and educational videos, the otherworldly aspects of the environment begin to form a grimacing and dark tale that is loaded with hilarious and strange oddities that the Bureau has encountered.
I'm looking at you, box full of teeth.
I feel Control has an adequate enough narrative, however, I have never felt more connected to a world and completely disconnected from the main character. I think the writing for Jessie is just bad. Her motivations make absolutely no sense, and her journey concludes with very little resolve. But whatever the hell is going on with the Hiss is the story that I'm definitely invested in. The gameplay in Control is bonkers, let's just get real. The abilities Jesse implements are incredibly awesome, ranging from force launching to literal levitation. Remedy has the player approach combat in whatever way they desire, similar to how they let you navigate the world. Puzzles are key to this game, both in the main story and the solving and unlocking additional set pieces and secrets. You can go an entire playthrough and never run into a side quest or bonus boss if you're not looking for it, but the environments in this game are wild, and Remedy uses the environment to create puzzles that you'd never expect, and this can sometimes be incredibly tedious if you aren't paying attention. The gun form options is an incredibly awesome idea, but the fact that you can only have 2 form changes equipped at once is pretty lame. There are 5 frame types and each unlock up to 3 mods found throughout the world, so I really don't see why we are so limited, but that's neither here nor there. The actual gunplay is superb and movement is critical to your success. The destructible environment with a healthy range of enemies keeps things exhilarating, and every time the experience works, it's amazing. I state when it works very specifically. Playing on a PS4 Pro, I was plagued with game crashes and extreme FPS drops, making combat almost impossible to navigate. I can't tell you how off-putting this experience was. Every time I felt at home in Control, the game's technical limitations made me feel so angry and disconnected, I would put the game down. Remedy has addressed this issue as of the time of this review, but with no discernible fix window. When the game was stable, the puzzles and combat sell this experience. It has some of the tightest gunplay and special power play I've ever experienced. The technical issues are so bad though, it's hard to play this game. Consider playing on PC if you just can't wait for this game. The graphics in Control are whether you are in awe over the ocular animations, the facial expressions, or even just Jesse's hair, the fidelity in this game is top tier and ranks in the highest of the generation. Addressing the destructible environment, the level of particle integration and interactivity is mind-blowing. The lighting is one of the most insane elements both technically and cinematically. The mood set is always right. It's sometimes hard to look at as the piercing red of a tainted control point presses the Hiss towards you. The music in Control is relatively in the background, but certain junctions put wacky and hilarious scores in front of your face, but really from the actual in-game sounds of Jesse's movement, the destructible environment, compounded with these eerie whisperings and tongues sputtering in the background, it's just an amazing compilation. Control's audiovisual presentation is the seal in this exceptional deal. All in all, Control is a game that has some exceptional parts, and then some parts that could have used some coaching. The overall narrative is one that is poorly presented through Jesse's story, but one that is writhing with complexity when you scratch below Jesse's horrible one-liners and completely bumpy pacing. Her motivations are at war with herself, and her sudden clarity and occurrences of knowledge don't inform the player related to what we have actually been doing in-game. If you can get past her awkward scripting, the actual gameplay and environments are superb and truly represent Remedy's bread and butter. The graphics in this game are exceptional in a way I truly wish I could have experienced on PC. I wish I would have known how awful Control is for console, and I would have just picked it up on my PC. But the technical limitations even on PS4 Pro were so off-putting, I couldn't really find a balance of I love this game and I hate it. I think you should buy Control on PC if you have a strong setup. If you bought a PC that has specs similar to console, I'd wait as long as it takes for that optimization. Between a lackluster direct narrative and game-breaking technical issues, this is a skip in my book, and that pains me to say with how excellent every single aspect of Control is.